Namaskar. Hello and welcome to 𝗣𝗚𝘂𝘁𝘄 channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, fake currency, and how it got spread in India. Who were the politicians who had their hand in the till, and how many countries were assisting? To understand all these things and the layering that took place over a period of years, let us welcome our guest of the evening, Sree R.V.S. Mani. Maniji, namaskaram and welcome to 𝗣𝗚𝘂𝘁𝘄 channel.
Namaskaram. Thank you very much.
So the question that we are asking today is, using fake currency, did Pakistan mess India's economy? And when Prime Minister Modi did the demonetization, did that crash the Pakistani economy? Because today we are seeing that they are on their knees. The IMF has just returned without giving them any money. The $1.1 billion was really the oxygen for them to go and turn around and take their begging bowl to other countries. IMF has given, will you please give, will you please give? They're hoping to raise like 8 billion, and all that is now come to zero. There's a unit in the Indian government that monitors where the fake currency is being generated and how it is being brought into India. It's called Indian Fake Currency Network. This is the network that they loosely call it. This is full of people who have shady intentions, and they have taken the help of our neighboring countries to enable these operations. Maniji, when you started looking at fake currency?
Basically, I'll tell you, fake currency, as per the Blue Book of Ministry of Home Affairs, which talks of allocation of work, supposed to be dealt in the Central State Division, which is looking after the state crimes. And it is basically the state government's prerogative, initially before other registrations came up. And state governments were very lax in handling it. It was leaking from different places and different ATMs and different areas. 2007 and onward, it had a very clear nexus between use of fake currency to fund terror. And that is the reason the first meaningful initiative was taken by the then Home Secretary. Number two, about crashing of the Pakistani economy, we have spoken about it together many times. 8th of November 2016, 6 to 8 November 2016, Honorable Narendra Modi ji announced the demonetization, and the echo was felt in Pakistan. 𝗤𝙑𝘗𝘁, the biggest, the owner of the printing press, which used to print the fake currency notes for India, had committed suicide. Another news item which was more articulate said was found dead in suspicious circumstances in Karachi. Another interesting fact is his own twin brother 𝗤𝙑𝘗𝘁 is doing a sentence, I think, somewhere in Australia for the
United States. Same thing.
Fake currency. Yeah. There's a family of fake currency. That is number one.
Yes. Thank you. And viewers, please like this video, because the reveal of the actual names taken by a Pakistani diplomat under interrogation of specific Neta names and how their role was, all that is going to be revealed in the second part of this talk. So, first indication that Nepal was involved was when two people were caught with fake currency trying to cross from Nepal to India. They named the Crown Prince of Nepal, Paras, as one of the people who helped them to set up shop. Now, we don't know how the ISI got hold of Paras. It is believed that the Nepal network was set up with the help from this particular crown. The other interesting thing that has come out from interrogating these people is that Indian Department of Revenue Intelligence and others who are tracing or tracking fake currency, they found out that Pakistan was buying substantial amounts of currency paper, much beyond what their internal requirement was.
There are clear reports. There is one Banerjee committee report, Shiladitya Banerjee or some committee report was there. It had flagged it that the Pakistani procurement of currency, Indian currency paper, was more than the Indian procurement levels itself. 10,000 rupee bundle of 1,000 rupee fake notes, you had to pay 4,300 rupees in Indian genuine notes. That was the rate somewhere in Darchula in 2008, July.
Here's where it gets interesting. Remember Colonel Col Purohit. You know the main reason why he got stiffed and with a fake case, fake everything, and he's still waiting for justice. You know who he named? He named Abu Azmee as the mastermind. Abu Azmee was responsible for distributing fake currency. This guy was a Samajwadi Party MLA from Maharashtra, by the way. This fellow was responsible for distributing fake currency in 3 states: Karnataka, Maharashtra, and I think Andhra Pradesh. I'm not 100% sure about the third state, but you get the idea, geographical spread. But this is the first Neta I have named. There are 2 more coming. Just wait for a second. Maniji, would you like to add something on the Colonel Sree Purohit case, sir? Where is it today? Why has he not been freed and allowed to take his original job back?
See, it is not just that he was victimized over a particular case or a 2 particular case or whatever it is. It has also served the Pakistani agenda that India did not get the general who deserved. India did not get the general she deserved. Now he can never become a general in the army, chief of army staff.
So Colonel Purohit is still waiting for justice. We hope that the special courts see their way clear and reinstate this man and also give him back his whatever would have been his career growth and give some peace. And we have to really honor and respect people like him. A Pakistani diplomat was caught in Bangladesh, and as part of his confession, you want to call it disclosure, revelations, whatever you want to call it, he named 3 people. Okay, number 1, 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙪 Singh. Number 2, Abu Azmee, and third is another MLA from Mumbai called Azam Khan. I couldn't get his picture, so I'm just going to put it here. Now, these are not the only players. We're going to have some Bollywood links also. In just a moment, I'll yield the floor to RVS Maniji. Sir, go ahead, sir.
NIA came only on 2009, 1st January, effectively, and how the DG was appointed, everything is before you. And the NIA in the first 4 years or 5 years of their existence were doing only framing Hindu terror cases which were thrown out of the case, thrown out by the courts of the country. So on that, there is no doubt about it. Even the NIA had been there. It is within the mandate of NIA. Still, I do not know how much of action they would have taken. But having said that, after having come down, 2016 was the watershed. Before that, even now I am told that again it is raising its heads back. I do not know what is the real-time situation. 2016 demonetization was a watershed. Pakistan had a lot of value chain inside that fake currency note, which collapsed. And besides that, huge investments had collapsed. And that is the reason that fellow 𝗤𝙗𝙗, I do not know, was bumped off by ISI or committed suicide or whatever it is. And thereafter the decline of their own economy began. It has taken another 7 years for the economy to completely crash out of the beyond repairs. So that one part of the story is that we cannot. Again, you said about the Crown Prince, Himalayan Bank of Nepal. Himalayan Bank of Nepal has very close nexus with many UP politicians. I have already said this in several other places. And we also knew that the High Commission of Nepalese Embassy of Pakistan in Nepal, High Commission of Pakistan in Sri Lanka, Bangkok, all these places, diplomatic bagged fake currencies would be flown in. And since it's a diplomatic bag, it was exempt from any X-ray or any scrutiny. And from there, it will be pumped into India through the sea route, through the maximum was happening through the Nepalese. So if the Crown Prince has been involved in that, there is no surprise in that, because Nepal is one of the centers of it. And all 𝗣𝗽𝗃, it used to come like flow. In Bihar, it used to flow like anything. In UP, it was flowing like Maharajganj, 𝗤𝗏𝗏𝗏. We caught a State Bank of India ATM almost leaking fake currency. And incidentally, there are reports in the MHA that was one of the major source of funding of 26/11 in Bombay. And finance is the lifeline of terrorism. If there is no money, nobody will fight for you. No 72 whores are all is an illusion. They want, and not only also on the logistics, on the arms, everything, IEDs, everything costs money. So all these on training of the terrorists himself will cost money by the Pakistan. So that is how they were doing it. And that was an industry. And that industry collapsed, and a major industry collapsed, and their terrorist activities continued. Incidentally, let me tell you one very interesting thing. Samajwadi Party and Congress, 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘚 have had lobbied together, colluded together, allied together to pump this fake currency, but they were on the 2005, that case of that Amethi guest house, or what? No, Amethi guest house.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, if Samajwadi Party filed a false case against Rahul Gandhi.
Yes.
It is Samajwadi Party who MLA who went to the High Court and Supreme Court, all sorts of places, and pursued it. It is not you or me or any BJP fellow. They were trying to bring a false case on Rahul Gandhi, a false rape case, and that is a fact. A matter of fact, I have gone through the papers of the case, and it was thrown out by High Court. The High Court had, in fact, imposed a penalty on the Samajwadi Party fellow, but it does not matter. It is a fact that on that the Congress will not say anything. Because they are colluding with these fellows.
The Bollywood connection is that all these people used to be using one particular actress. We will not tell her name, but she doesn't have Indian passport. In fact, She may have British passport. That's all we know. And we will leave it at that. You can find out who it is. This is the sleaze. This is the amount of connect that these people have. This Pakistani diplomat, he boasts that Indian politicians are greedy, corrupt, and they'll do whatever you want as long as you give them what they want. Now information is coming that ISI doesn't even get its budget and funding from the army. In other words, ISI has become an entity in itself, in that it has its own P&L, it has its own ways of creating revenues. We are also not touching upon the drug production that happens. Opium plants are grown in Afghanistan. Pakistan never allowed Afghanistan to process their opium. That comes to Pakistan. That is where it gets processed, enriched, purified. Then the mules start from there to all of the world.
Earlier, the center of gravity of drug trade was in Latin America.
Yes, Colombia.
Benazir Bhutto came to Pakistan, returned back to Pakistan in 1887. From there, she started establishing it, and that is where we had somebody having close links with the devil. I do not want to take any names. It's a very powerful political person, had a close link with drug mafias of Latin America and Indian politics. And Benazir Bhutto comes here, and she changes the entire scenario in 5 years, that the drug mafia, drug center of gravity has shifted to Pakistan. Jalalabad item. Jalalabad is in northwest, adjacent to Afghanistan, and that area becomes the largest opium producing, harvesting country. And that is able to fund the entire Pakistani's dirty work. It is able to fund the entire dirty work of the ISI. Third was this visa scam. Medical visas also, they were pushing in drugs. The guardian of the children or sufferer, or the attendant to the sufferer would be an ISI chap. All the 60% of the medical visas issued during those times, including Narendra Modi ji came home, and Sushma Swaraj was trying to.
Yeah, she was called the Visa Mata.
Visa Mata. At that time also, you can check, go and verify. Around 40 to 50% of the medical visas were all bloody false papers created by Pakistani government agencies. See, if a private man is making a false medical paper, you can go and verify with the government. But here the government itself was making. Who will authenticate that? Jammu and Kashmir, you cannot change currency in a petrol pump.
Why is that?
Many of the PDP leaders owned the petrol pump. The Hurriyat leaders were owning petrol pump, and they were dealing with currency, fake currency.
Oh, so they would give you fake currency back. So you give real currency, they'll give you fake currency as change.
Change. In exchange. Whatever this residuary change, they will give you fake currency, and you are gone.
India should keep J&K as a union territory for some more time. They need to really completely root out any thought that Kashmir is special, Kashmiris are special. You guys have been getting a lot of freebies from motherland India, which doesn't get that money. The per capita expense on a Kashmir resident of J&K was 70,000 rupees. A UP Bhaiya gets only 4,000 rupees. What did he do wrong? Why do you give only 4,000 to him and 70,000 to the other people?
A person stealing taking a bribe of 300 rupees was convicted after 32 years, whereas a person having a 8 crore drug peddling charge is let out by the Chief Justice of India saying that it is a small quantity drug peddling. This is the way our judiciary. So judiciary accountability can only come through constitutionally fixing time frame for each of them. Bharata means light, illumination. Ratha means chariot. We are supposed to be the chariot of investigation. From there, our Prime Minister is calling ourselves Vishwaguru. That is, we are going to illuminate the world about knowledge and other things. But this is the way our institutions are struggling, judiciary for this matter, even the bureaucracy for that matter. They keep on, as we have discussed, even a very important paper was lying for 14 days. Most important challenge is the security of the country was left lying in a particular officer's table for 12 days or 14 days. These are type of very disturbing things.
Thank you very much, Mani Saab. And this is just the beginning of a lot more revelations to come. Stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. If you have not read my book, Who Painted My Money White? It is available in Amazon India. You can search for it and you will be able to buy it and read all about it. Namaskar.